Welcome back to Grace Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. We are here for the new moon in Libra. What's fair is just. And what's just is fair? Secret code name readings. So, and I say that because originally I had posted it on Etsy. What's just is fair. And then when I announced the secret code names, it was what's fair is just. And I was like, interesting. What's just is fair and what's fair is just. So I am going to do this old school style. There will be timestamps in the comments and the description after the live is done. All right. The secret code names we are doing today are Jack in the Box, Rain Ritual, Goldilocks, Diamond, and Lucky Day, okay? And they will be done in that order. I am going to take a moment to clear the energies. For those of you not familiar with my secret code name readings, know that they are purchased by individuals, okay? They were purchased via my Etsy shop. And each of these secret code names is in fact one of their personal readings, okay? So they know what secret code name is theirs, and no one else does, right? That's why it's a secret. But nobody, and everybody else can resonate to it, okay? So they know which reading is their personal reading for this particular energy for the new moon in Libra. But if you were drawn to a secret code name, you resonate with it, it's standing out to you for some reason, there is most likely a message in there for you, all right, to take away from it. Whether you take all of it, part of it, that's entirely up to how it resonates, right? Don't ever force anything to fit. And thank you to everybody who participated in this event. Originally, and you guys know, I used to do 12 secret code names. I picked up a full-time job and reduced it down to 8. And now, because I'm working anywhere, well, I'm scheduled 40 hours, but it has not been 40 hours in about 3-4 weeks now. So I'm working anywhere between 50 and 60 hours a week, which is why I announced that I was closing each of the Secret Codenames event with less slots. And all of the rest of the slots have sold out for every moon event for the rest of 2022. I think there's like at least 6, if not 7, different events left for the rest of the year, and every single one sold out in advance. So thank you so much for blessing me with that for the rest of the year. I am beyond grateful that you guys are so in love with these readings, that they would sell out like that. Thank you. I do intend and look forward to bringing them back in 2023, but until my schedule is more defined, I won't exactly know just what I'm working with. I know that I did the annual forecasts this year for 2022, the monthly breakdowns where I used to go and record the readings each month. And this past year I did the 2022 annuals where I did a month-by-month breakdown, which, by the way, if you are not familiar with my channel and you're new, check out the playlist, because every single zodiac sign has a playlist specific for them. And the annual forecasts for each sign are in there. And it has timestamps, so you can go back and check where you are with each month for the entire year, okay? And I recorded them back in January, so if you do just so happen to pop into the playlists, you could check your sun, moon, rising sign, you could check your Jupiter, you can watch each sign in regards to whatever house they rule, right? And take it how it resonates for you watching each of the signs. But they are all timestamped to make it easy, and if you are watching it now in hindsight, definitely let me know how it resonates, especially because I did record them so far in advance. I would love the comments. So, getting into these readings, I'm using my Mirror of the Soul Tarot. Okay. I am also using my Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud, as well as my Manara Tarot, which is an erotic tarot. So if you are not a fan of adult images, you might want to skip those parts or just find another reading this time. Because there's definitely some nudie, naughty images on there. For those of you who love that shit, I'm right up there with you. So, oh man, it's an adult channel. What can I say? 21 and over, right? Adult only. We are getting into secret code name Jack in the Box now. We are at 6 minutes, 26 seconds. Am I reading that time right? 6:26. All right, so secret code name Jack in the Box. Secret code name Jack in the Box. You know, I think I'm actually going to start with the Brian Froud's Fairy Oracle. Let's get an idea. What's fair is just, and what's just is fair. Okay, everything works out in energetic alignment all of the time for the purpose of unconditional love and healing. So whatever the healing is, whatever the justice is, whatever the karma is, it is what it is. Like, you don't want to interfere with anybody's karma, right? Just because you're paying off, you know, you got to pay off your own. You don't want to take on more karma because you're interfering with the debt of someone else paying their karma. So you always have to do what's in alignment, right, with your highest good, what resonates with you, what feels right in your soul to do, what brings you the most joy, the least amount of stress, right? So everybody else, they will deal and manage their karma, okay? They will deal and manage their karma. When you act in your highest good, you're healing, and you're acting from a healed vibration, which ripples healing and healed vibrations to others. All right, healing is contagious. Healing is contagious. So always keep it up and do what is in your highest good, and trust it is in the highest good of all, even if you can't see how that is yet, okay? And they can hate you for a while, they can think you're a fucking asshole or whatever, but you know what? They got their healing and their shit, so it is what it is. It is what it is. It is not your job to be judge, jury. It's just your job to heal and let everybody else heal. You know, I wish none of us had karma, but free will, you know, we choose our fate. We choose our fate. And we can choose out of our fate, so, hey. The choice is yours. Which is an awesome song, by the way, by Stick Figure. You guys want to listen to a great, chill, vibin' song, listen to Choice Is Yours by Stick Figure. It's fucking awesome. I've listened to that thing on repeat. Great song. Okay. You know, let me remark that timestamp. We're going to do 9:33. All right. Because I'm over here yip-yapping. I love y'all. All right, Jack in the Box. Here we go. Spirit, please. What's the overall energy coming into balance? What message would you have come through? As a heads up, ooh, that's a lot. We're going to take, let's say, synchronistic numbers 2, 1, 6, 4, and 8. With 4 ones. 4 ones. Give me one, Spirit. Which one? All right. The Friends. Now the other ones were, just so that you know, especially if you have the deck, want to look it up or want to harass me later, that's fine. The Topsy-Turvets, the Lady of the Harvest, the Dark Lady, the Bright Mother, and Unity. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. Death was on the bottom. Epona's Wild Daughter on top. All right. Friends. What is the insight? Please, Spirit. For secret code name Jack in the Box. I can't help but feel like there's going to be some kind of surprise. Alright, Spirit gave me that secret code name. I was like, oh, I hope they like surprises. I hope they're up for it. Clarities, please. We got Lust on the bottom. And the Three of Cups, Abundance on top. Oh man, I just heard this is war. Oh man. Further clarify each of these for me, please, Spirit. For secret code name Jack in the Box. And those who would be drawn to its message. Clarify the Empress with the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse, and the 9 of Earth in reverse. Clarify the Sun card with the 6 of Cups. The 9 of Water. The Emperor in reverse. And the Judgment card in reverse. I'm hearing skeletons in the closet. The 6 of Wands in reverse with the 5 of Cups and the Knight of Swords. We have the 3 of Air, the 7 of Water, and the 7 of Fire. Clarify the 4 of Swords with the Tower, the Knight of Air, with the Knave of Earth, and the 5 of Water in the reverse. All right, so repeat cards. We have the 10 of Cups, both reversed, twice. We've got the Knight of Air, which is the Knight of Swords, twice. We have the 5 of Water, which is the 5 of Cups, twice. And we have the 7 of Fire. Oh no, that's the 6 of Wands. All right, forgive me. Those are the 3 that we have twice, which is interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. So we have that twice. Top of the deck is the Moon. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so the Moon on top of the deck, there's definitely fucking secrets. And it might be lust coming to light. Okay, it might just be lust coming to light. We're going to find out. Let's read the Friends real quick, because that's going to be the overall energy you have to be reminded of throughout this reading for what is going on with this energy and what it's addressing. The Friends. Friendship, support, and aid. Friendly cooperation with others is necessary to reach mutual goals. Willingness to give. Let's see if I can get that up in there for you. Willingness to give and receive assistance and support is also required. Ask friends for help and suggestions. Listen with respect and accept the gifts willingly offered. Unconditional receiving is even more difficult than unconditional giving. 4 feet are more stable than 2. Alternatively, Fair Enough and Locon may be saying that you will benefit at this time from offering support and aid to a friend, so look around you. Someone you love may be needing your help and be too bound up by fear of rejection or pride to ask. Volunteer your help to your friends and give unconditionally from a generous, loving heart. It will do you good, increasing your store of credit for help in time of need, and it might even help them. All right, I do feel, especially with this shit, that you may in fact be the one that needs the help. Okay. Unconditional receiving means allowing someone to give to you unconditionally, which means there's nothing owed to them. They are giving for the beauty and the sake of giving, and nothing is owed to them. They're doing it because they love you, not because they want anything in return. As a matter of fact, it would probably be off-putting for you to even suggest, oh, as soon as I can, or whenever this, or whenever that, I'll pay you back, or I'll do whatever you need, or whatever. Like, they just want you to say thank you. Thank you so much, because they know you need the help in whichever way they are able to provide the help to you. Okay, so whatever you need of your friends, whatever your friends are willing to gift you, simply say, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay? Overall energies, tops and bottoms of the deck. We do have the Three of Cups with the Moon card and the Lust card, which is strength. It's the strength card, but it's lust in this deck, with the Sun card. And I definitely feel as if there's some third-party shit coming to light. Some lusty third-party shit. Whatever is going on. Like, surprise. Surprise! Jack in the Box. There is some lusty third-party information coming up for you to deal with. If you are in fact the Empress with the Ten of Cups in reverse, right? Ten of Cups clarified by the Nine, or by the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Earth in reverse. I feel like when you were not single, I think you knew that maybe you were unhappy and or a partner was unhappy. And I say that because we do have the Emperor here and the Empress here, so there is a pair on the board. I feel like people knew that things were rocky and or someone was portraying something to be rocky when you weren't single. Because the Nine of Coins in the reverse, the Nine of Earth in reverse. Upright, it's a single independent energy. In reverse, it's when you're not single. Ten of Cups in reverse twice is extremely unhappy. Fucking miserable unhappy when you weren't single, okay? The Divine Feminine Empress energy. Your heart space was miserable. But you stuck around with this Emperor energy because it was some wish fulfilled. Judgment in reverse, something's being resurrected or coming up from the past. Okay, something's definitely coming up to the surface. We have a woman completely flashing vag here, okay? She is flashing that shit. Your Emperor, whoever they were, may have been very much connected to a sacred soulmate from past lives while you were, in fact, together. And maybe it's because he was grossly unhappy. And not just necessarily with the connection between you and him, but within himself, which was being projected at the connection that you have with him. But there's definitely someone here flashing some serious play. And I feel like this person had no shame either, like potentially doing it in public places or parking lots and shit, because there's definitely cars parked outside this building and she's standing half in a puddle. Really fucking eager and willing. With the Six of Wands in reverse, the Victory card in reverse, that's a loss. There is disappointment in the communication that's coming through with the Knight of Swords. It's heartbreaking communication with the Three of Air. It's going to leave you super confused and super defensive with the Seven of Water and the Seven of Fire. You're not going to know whether to cry or rage out and beat the crap out of somebody, because that's probably what you're going to feel like. Someone wasn't playing fair, or someone wasn't paying attention. And the fact that this, which is completely fucking different, it's a hospital scene with multiple nurses all over this masculine on the table. I don't know why I'm getting this. It's like it's definitely group sex. It could definitely be role play too. I was not anticipating this Jack in the Box, to be completely fair. This is not what I thought I was going to be reading today. When the Truce card, the Four of Swords, came out with the Tower, this is like no time to rest. This is no time to rest. This is time to take action. You might need to communicate with someone. Just make sure that they're not dirty or taking advantage of you, because this Knave of Earth is a shisty looking person in the shadows. He's shisty as hell. I'm not a fan of the way that energy looks. Okay. You might reach out to someone, and he does look like he could be an old-time lawyer. Or an old school, like, wealthy type man. Who's promising you to get rid of your grief, get rid of your disappointment. Because this Five of Cups is in reverse. But I can't help but feel like you're being taken advantage of, or it's going to result in more loss. Like, your initial reaction might be, in fact, to go to war, when really what you might need to do is just let this shit go. Justice on the bottom of that. Like, this Sun card, she's just flying away from the shadow. She's flying away from the shadow. Like, fuck it. You might just need to lean on your friends and potentially not go to war, because if this is how you're feeling with this whole issue, you might seriously need to let it go. And I know that's not what you want to hear, because you want to go to fucking war with these cards. But I'm telling you, if you go to war with all of this shit coming out, you go to fucking war, you're gonna end up really fucking disappointed and taken advantage of, because you're acting out of anger. And that's a misalignment, right? To act out of anger is a misalignment. It only results in more things for you to get angry about, right? Per the law of attraction. That's a universal law. If you're acting out of anger and disappointment, you're going to result with more anger and more disappointment by the time you're done making those choices. If you were the emperor or the empress involved with an emperor, and the emperor was stone cold and paying mind to all these other fucking people, and you were upset or stressed out or miserable the entire fucking time, then you probably should have left them a long time ago. And if you left them a long time ago, you wouldn't be getting anything that you'd be going to war for now. You know what I mean? Because you would have left. What's fair is just, and what's just is fair. Whatever this karma is, like, I'm surprised the fucking devil's not out here. We did have, with the other cards that came out, the Dark Lady, right? The Dark Lady came out with the Bright Mother and all those other cards. There's definitely more than one woman involved. There was multiple women. There was multiple women. Yeah, we had the Bright Mother, the Dark Lady, the Lady of the Harvest, the Topsy-Turvets. Everything is upside down and not what it seems. And Death was on the bottom. Epona's wild daughter. You might want to call on Epona's wild daughter. Help you through the fucking chaos. I feel like someone was out of control with this card. The Prince of Discs is the King of Coin in this deck, and he's the Hermit, Virgo energy. This was a King of Coin. Someone who was either very financially stable or well-to-do, potentially a Virgo, or having strong or significant Virgoian placements. Yeah, the best thing you could do is just walk away. The best thing you could do is walk away, I'm telling you. There is no other way for me to read these cards and tell you how it is. You take it as it resonates, discern, but I'm getting a pretty clear energy. Mars and Gemini could be playing a role. Jupiter could be playing a role. Jupiter's in Aries. Piscean energy could be playing a role, because we've got multiple Leo cards, multiple Mars cards, multiple Jupiter cards, multiple Piscean cards, multiple Geminian cards, and multiple Venus cards. And Venus is right near Mercury with this new moon. In Virgo, no less. Lean on your friends. This is really fucking hard. Let them be there for you, especially if you've been there so many times for them in the past. Like, they really just want to give back to you this time. Please just say thank you and move forward. Lean on your friends. Lean on your friends. Be with your friends. Let them give love to you, because that's the vibration you actually need to connect with. Love and gratitude. Allowing people to be compassionate for you and what you've gone through, and just accept that this is what you're looking at. I know that shit's not easy. Secret code name Jack in the Box. It's fucking rough. Yeah, best advice is move forward. Protect yourself from feeling these kinds of energies and manifesting from those kinds of energies. I would avoid that at all costs. I would avoid that at all costs, like the plague. Avoid that. You do not need to deal with that shit. You can choose it, but you don't have to choose it. You could say fuck it. Fuck it, leave it behind you, let it go, and move on with your life. Like, you trust me. What's fair is just, and what's just is fair. You're just gonna have to understand that the choices you made in energetic alignment with this person, your reasons for staying with this person, if you were miserable, like, your subconscious knows it was the excuse you used to stay with them. especially if you were unhappy, and and it's not because you love them so much, you know what I mean? Like, you had other subconscious reasons between you and your excuses to stay with this person despite their outrageous fucking lust and Spirit's telling you to walk away. Spirit's telling you to walk away. That's secret code name Jack in the Box. It's like being at the casino and knowing that you're up $20 and it's not a lot, but you're still up $20. You haven't lost anything yet. Like, and if you keep playing and you feel that, like, you shouldn't because the luck's run out type thing, like, go home $20 up and don't lose anything else. You can always come back and play another day. Like, I would not continue to play. I would not continue to play these games. No. No. Not with those cards. Not with those cards. Okay. Moving forward. Timestamp 36:44. Secret code name Rain Ritual. Secret code name Rain Ritual. And those who would be drawn to this message, Spirit, please. What is the overall insight, guidance, advice, heads up for this new moon in Libra? What's fair is just, and what's just is fair readings. Himself. Clarities, please. Insight into himself. For secret code name Rain Ritual. Whoa. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor with the 10 of Cups on top. You might get a drunk phone call. Or some definitely drunk communication. Knight of Swords with the 7 of Cups, debauch. I definitely feel like that's drunk communication. And if they're not literally drunk, they might as well be talking out of their ass, okay? Interesting. So we have the Knight of Swords with the 7 of Cups, and then the story underneath of it is the Moon, the 4 of Swords, the Princess of Wands, the Fool, the 8 of Coin, and the Death card. Clarify each of these for me, please. spirit for secret code name rain ritual. And it's interesting because this debauch card, it does legit look like it's raining. Even though it also looks like weird slime. Clarify the moon card, please. Five of water, the chariot, and the 10 of earth. Let me move these up just a bit. Clarify the Four of Swords. The Knight of Air and the Five of Air. Clarify the Princess of Wands. The 10 of water with the Ace of water. The 2 of water with the Priestess. That's a lot of fucking water. Clarify the Fool. Someone's coming out of hiding. Clarify the Eight of Discs. Jeez. The Tower and the Knave of Water. The Knight of Earth. The Strength card. Oh, she's holding on to that dick for dear life. Oh, shit. And the Death card. Clarify the Death card, please. Six of Earth with the 10 of Fire and the 9 of Fire. We've got the 7 of Air on the bottom and the Sun card on top. All right, so himself. Himself is the ultimate masculine energy in this deck. Okay. Himself. When himself appears in a card spread, he not only indicates that a great amount of energy is present in the reading, but he also strongly energizes the cards around him. Everything he touches becomes more of whatever it is, more alive, more vigorous, more powerful, more awesome, or more awful. This card in a reading can indicate great vitality, victory, or triumph, confidence, and power. There is leadership and ability to command, steadfastness, and integrity. Wild power held and channeled for the good of all by will. Himself speaks of protection, either of the querent or of someone the querent owes protection to, like a child or an elder. Acceptance of paternal responsibility is important, as are deep and committed relationships. He is the preserver of the natural world and its balances. Shamanic power may also be indicated here, as well as a potential for powerful spiritual healing. This card can also speak of erotic energy, passion, and potent creativity. Not reversed. So, himself is a powerhouse. Okay. Himself is a powerhouse. Reiterated with the Emperor, this person is definitely really strong in their passion and their actions. Okay. 10 of Cups on top This is an energy that is after emotional fulfillment. After emotional fulfillment. Someone who is finding their light with the Sun card. Someone who is finding their light and recognizing that they've been lying to themselves, staying in something that's emotionally unfulfilling, and taking shots, taking arrows from the experience, to the point that they are willing to sacrifice a sacred soulmate who they're, you know, they're looking at like a wild boar. They're not on the same level. You may end up getting a phone call, an email, text, something from someone who is probably inebriated. Now, the Moon card denotes shadows past, right, and illusion. Now we have the Five of Cups, which is grief and regret. And the man in this picture looks as if he's trying to save the woman, but the woman is floating and doesn't necessarily need saving. And he's frustrated because he's not actually required to save whoever this is. And they're just hanging out, doing their thing, independent, 10 of coin. And I think there's a risk of watching the same old movie play. Okay? Like a throwback to an old cycle. So let's just say your connection with said person himself, the emperor, right, is full of passion, and you get a message from this person, right? Because this is what Spirit wants you to think about. You get a message from this person, and they have to see you. They're upset. They're dealing with past shadows. They're slightly intoxicated, right, which is telling to their alignment, okay? And they want a truce with you because they're fighting with someone else and they're living in what's essentially a nightmare, right? 9 swords altogether, 4 and 5. And they want to come in your direction. I just heard they miss your fine ass. Look at that. Do you replay it, or do you reinvent yourself? And I think you reinvent yourself because you're after the 10 of water. You're after the fulfillment. You're after the Ace of Cups. You want the ships to come in. And not only do you want the ship to come in, you want to be the captain getting on board. The water's not as deep as it seems. Like, you can easily stand in it. It's not that horrible. If the person is inebriated, it might be coming off way worse than it really is, okay? It's not that deep. And I think you know it. I think you've intuitively known it. I think you have fantasized about this person, because the priestess here, that's a high arcana. And you can see she's, you know, thinking all kinds of things, staring at that photo. She turns herself on with the fantasies, I'll tell you that. This Fool card, with the resurrection of an issue, I would not I would not give in to the dark wolf, because the Hermit card in this particular deck is a werewolf. Hey, 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 how you doing, Lorraine? I would not give in to the fear. I would not give in to the temptation to resurrect an issue that, or resurrect a story you've already partaken, right? You've already partaken at. I think efforts have to be made with the 8 of coin to let the tower fall. Let the one that needs to be released or forgiven for the time and energy invested in them go. The karma needs to be paid. So that you can easily move through the gate. And this person, whoever it is, because the masculine here is walking through the swamp, carrying this feminine who's got like whiplash all over her legs and her body and her backside. She's got whiplash everywhere. I don't know if you can actually see that on the card. But she is holding on to that dick for dear life, okay? Holding on for dear life. No matter how bad it is, she is holding on for dear life. And I think the path needs to be cleared. And I think that's exactly what's happening, because the Temperance card is alchemy. This person's energy is too small. I think the effort's going to be made, because like I said, I think that's like the person that's like the boar. They're not on this emperor himself level. The Death card with the 6 of coin, the 10 of fire, and the 9 of fire. They actually might fantasize about you being single and waiting for them type thing. Like, fantasize you walking around the house, picking up and cleaning stuff, like just everyday stuff, like everyday life with you, be fantasizing about everyday life with you. And it causes serious conflict in their actual reality when it's not you there. Because there's this dark-haired woman in the images, and then there's this light-haired goddess energy in the images. And the light-haired woman does not need rescuing. She's in this beautiful, majestic, starlit goddess, fine-ass energy, right? Getting waited on. And then there's this other woman with the dark hair that's constantly, faking drowning. She needs this person. She's upset. She's fighting with this person. Walking around like she's got them by the balls, right? Holding on to that dick for dear life. It's not attractive. And the more that individual behaves this way, the more they fantasize about the blonde woman. I think the cord's getting cut with this Death card. I think the cord's getting cut. For real. Secret codename Rain Ritual. You're going to have to play this smart, because you don't want to replay the old story. Especially if this is third-party situations and this himself, emperor energy, is tied to this dark-haired woman. Like, you don't want to be the mistress. You don't want to be the other person. You're the fucking goddess. You're not the mistress. You're not replaying that type of energy, right? The tower needs to come down. The efforts need to be made. The path needs to be cleared. And the more that you hold firm in that, you take a leap of faith on that energy, not to let the dark wolf inside yourself, right? That myth of the light and the dark wolf, one is love and one is fear. The more that you don't feed fear and you trust, I feel like the situation between these two people is only going to build more pressure, and it's going to ultimately result in huge release of this dark-haired person. They play the victim. I can't swim. Help me. I'm helpless. I'm hurt. They can't fucking stand it. This energy, they cannot fucking stand it. Like, they just want to shake the shit out of this person because they're not you. And they do feel, or have felt like this woman has had them by the balls. They can't fucking stand it anymore. They can't take it anymore. This is some North Node and Taurus Uranus shake-up shit. When I tell you they can't stop fantasizing about you like you're the fucking goddess, like the herself to the himself, like that's how they view you. You've got goddess energy, fine as hell, written all over you. And you're in control. You're in control. When this communication takes place, you're in control. You're the one that says, we got to do it right this time. We can't replay that old energy. It hurt too many people. Especially if you didn't like lying and felt like you were dodging arrows from the outer experience, right? Having to sacrifice your own integrity because someone wasn't moving forward, right? You're not replaying that energy. That secret codename ring ritual. I feel like if you do that, what's fair is just and what's just is fair. If you stay in alignment, I think you're going to end up with a really beautiful outcome. I think that pressure is going to build. I'm actually really fucking nosy. I want to know more. I'm nosy. What comes of this? The Nine of Cups. Happiness. Wish fulfillment. I shit you not. Abundance and the Emperor on top now. I'm glad I was nosy. Happiness results if you can stand your ground and not replay the old movie, not replay the old energy, but stand firm in the new energy. That's going to end up a beautiful result. For you. For you. She's going to have to let go of that dick whether she likes it or not. For real. Oh my God, for real. She's going to have to give it up. All right. Secret codename ring ritual. Wow. Really, Spirit. It just got me doing all kinds of messages. This is not what I expected today, and I should have fucking known better when it pinged me to the Minara Tarot. Like, I should have fucking known. We were getting real as hell. All right. Moving forward. Secret codename Goldilocks. Timestamp. Is that 5858? I have a crack in my phone. Makes it look funny. I believe it's 5858. All right. Nice. So secret codename Goldilocks. Spirit, what's the heads up? What is the energetic heads up in regards to what this justice, what's fair is just and what's just is fair? Secret codename reading. This new moon in Libra energy for secret codename Goldilocks and those who would be drawn in divine time to this message. secret code name Goldilocks. Ilbe the Retriever. Ilbe the Retriever. Insight, please. Insight, please. For secret code name Goldilocks with Ilbe the Retriever. What insight do we need? Cards want to jump. Clarities, please. We got multiple players now. Bottom of the deck is the Star. Top of the deck is the Two of Cups. Let's get some further clarity, please, Spirit, for each of these. Clarify the World in reverse with the Queen of Cups. Clarify the World in reverse with the Queen of Cups. Clarify the King of Cups with the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Wands. Clarify the Queen of Discs with the Empress, the Eight of Swords, and the Death card. I feel like there's more. We've got the Hierophant on bottom with the Four of Earth on top. All right, Ilbe the Retriever. Ilbe the Retriever. Okay. Ilbe is trying to remind you of something that you've lost. A hope, perhaps, or a dream. You may have thought it gone forever, but he is holding it out to you for reconsideration. He thinks that you can do something with it now. The way may not be obvious, but his clever nose has scented a path. A potential opening for bringing this into your life. Sometimes Ilby may be saying that a long-awaited dream is at last arriving on the scene, and there is nothing we need to do but open our hearts and minds to it. However, we do usually have to work for it. Another attribute of Ilby is loyalty. Interesting. And we've got the Two of Cups on top with the star on the bottom, which is soulmate healing, right? Love healing. The Four of Earth and the Priest, which is the Hierophant on bottom. One, because there's definitely two queens to either side of this king here. Okay, so there's two queens in the picture. One queen knows about the other. The other knows that the Queen of Cups is essentially the Empress. Okay, so these two women do in fact either know each other or know of each other. I think one is making a public display of herself that's embarrassing. Okay. She's on the ground, crawling towards this masculine, trying to grab at him, and everybody's like, you know, and they're all like, what is this woman doing? Like, it's blasphemous, it's embarrassing, it's embarrassing. And the Hierophant with the Queen of Fire under there. Nine of Fire under that. This Hierophant energy might be an ass man. Or secretly wish that there could be a... No, I was just told no. Nope. I feel like this Queen of Discs is crazy. I feel like she's inappropriate. Like the woman here flashing her you know what to the priest. On sacred temple ground, like wildly inappropriate. Probably over the top. Like, what's that song? You can't make a wife out of a hoe. Oh. Can't even find the words to say I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that song. I don't know all the words, but it's definitely that song. I know you know which one I'm talking about. I think the Prince of Cups, which is the King of Cups in this deck, right? The Mirror of the Soul Tarot, the princes are the kings, because it's princess, then knight, then queen, then prince, and prince is king. I think the Prince of Cups, the King of Cups, knows who his queen is. This Queen of Cups. This cycle's not over. The chapter's not over with the World card in the reverse. But I think they're dealing with a crazy hoe. Like, they're not wife material. The King of Cups looks at the Queen of Cups like wife material. They're a true pair. And he wants to be happy, but he's burdened with this third party energy. Like, he wishes this third party would just fucking swim away and leave. But I feel like there's a desperation with this person I feel like there's a desperation with this person. I think that the king is doing everything he possibly can to push this person away, and they are not getting the fucking hint. Like, they love the drama. They love it. Like, crazy bitch. Love the drama. Feed off the drama. Like, even if they were being verbally abused, or even other kinds of abuse, like, they would not leave. They would not leave. Like, shots are being fired at them and they're not getting it. The problem with the Prince of Cups, then, the King of Cups, is that they're just not outright telling this person, I don't want to be with you. And if they are, this person's not getting it, like, thinking they're lying or some shit. Not going away. I think this person wants to be the Empress so fucking bad. I think they want to be the Queen of Cups so bad. Like, this would be someone who is extremely jealous of the Queen of Cups. Especially if the King of Cups told stories to the Queen of Coins about this Queen of Cups. Which is why she knows. I think that this Queen of Coins is trying to take your place and can't fucking do it. I think she's digging her own hole with the Death card. I feel like the Prince of Cups, the King of Cups, especially if they did wrong by the Queen of Cups, that this cycle's not closed and the Two of Cups is healing, right? I think you know that there's justice that's being paid for the way that you were treated by the King of Cups. Because when you act like a player and you walk like a player and you think like a player, you end up with crazy ass fucking bitches and get some serious negative karma, and you know it. You know it. This person, the King of Cups, is dealing with a fucking psycho. A drama-loving hoe. And all they can think about is wishing that they were back in something stable and loving and not so fucking crazy. Like, I think that the karma, like, dealing with this crazy bitch, right? Dealing with this crazy bitch has the King of Cups, like, really appreciating the character, the loyalty, the calm, cool, and collected stillness of the Queen of Cups. Like, sorry they ever fucking took it for granted. Especially if they were dealing with some victim mentality they're obviously trying to overcome. Because if that's the mirror that these two are in, this person is a victim, loves playing the victim, feeds off being the victim, and this person was probably in victim mentality when they were with the Queen of Cups. And ruined it, right? Sabotaged it. He was the wounded warrior, you know what I mean, with that Nine of Wands. Needing to find his inner strength. He was the wounded warrior. He needed rescuing. Spiritual rescuing, right? Wands. And he wasn't taking it. He wasn't drinking the love cup from the Queen of Cups and ended up getting in cahoots with this crazy motherfucking Queen of Discs. The Queen of Coin. Oh my God, does he regret it? I don't feel like there is nothing that the King of Cups regrets more right now than getting involved with this fucking Queen of Coin. So much so that they might even talk about them like that. Like, this person has no words of respect for the Queen of Discs. Which is, in fact, why Ilby, the Retriever, is here. If you wanted to pick this back up, this relationship back up, Ilby is saying you can. And that it would probably be successful now as opposed to then. This person's too much. This person is too much. That Queen of Coin. God, she wishes she was you. God, she wishes she was you. And I feel like you are hidden, energetically hidden from this person, the King. You have this protective ripple shield of energy around you and hiding your face. Like, they want to bump into you so bad. Like, just let me bump into them. I think they're too afraid. They might be too afraid because they're still dealing with a victim mirror, a drama mirror, their own inner drama. They might be too afraid to reach out to you, but it's like they're praying to bump into you somewhere. Praying. Anywhere. I feel like they look for you when they're out. Or they even like think they see you sometimes and their heart skips. I feel like this person is up their freaking ass. Like, the King would be embarrassed. The King would be embarrassed if he ran into you with this person. Because this person would put on a show and fucking embarrass themselves. They would embarrass him. And he would feel extremely judged by you. I think he'd want to crawl under a fucking rock and never come out. Wow. What's fair is just, and what's just is fair. You obviously didn't deserve the way the King treated you as the Queen. Karma's a bitch. In this case, a crazy bitch. Oh my god. Wow. So yeah, if you want to pick this back up, I think this person would be so eternally grateful for the peace and the crazy gone. But it'll be saying there's work to get done. You would probably have to deal with this person making a fucking stink if you did in fact work it out with them. It would probably take a while for the crazy bitch to like completely go away. It would probably take a little while for this crazy psycho to actually go away. Because I feel nothing but like desperate stink on this person. But you gotta know that this King of Cups wants nothing in big capital letters, like nothing to do with this person. Nothing. Cannot get away from them fast enough. Is practically praying for a fucking miracle. Like, maybe she'll drown. Maybe he'll get lucky and she'll drown. Oh, shit. I just heard that. He's fucking praying. She just... Oh, man. Talk about karma. Talk about fucking karma. Wow. Wow. He cannot get rid of her. He can't get rid of her. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Spirit, really. Fucking psycho. Fucking crazy psycho. Wow. Shit. Wow. She's a different level of crazy. I don't think he realized, like, people as crazy as her actually exist. Like, he didn't even know they existed before he met her. She's probably, like, it's crazy. She's probably the kind of person that, like, would egg him on. Like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna fucking hit me? Like, what are you gonna do? And he wants to because her behavior would warrant it. You know what I mean? But if he did, like, she'd get off on that shit. Like, she would want him to. Like, she's nuts. She's fucking nuts. Nothing but fucking stink energy on her. Oh my god. Wow. Shit. Alright. Oh man. He's been fantasizing about you. He wishes he had you back. My god. My god. She's fucking crazy. She's fucking crazy. Talking about stink, right? I'm literally looking at a fucking stink bug on my wall right now, and I got raid. So you know what? Spiritual fucking raid just came in and killed the goddamn stink. I shit you not. I shit you not. Stop her dead in her tracks. Seriously. Wow. Fucking slay. Wow. All right. Wow, Spirit got juicy today, didn't it? My gosh. Getting into secret code name Diamond. Secret code name Diamond. Wow. Spirit got fucking juicy. Wow. It's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. Fucking nuts. He would be embarrassed even just talking about this whole drama to anybody. Like, if someone didn't know, like, he don't want them to know. Like, it's that kind of mortifying. Cannot believe he ended up with such a crazy person. Wow. Alright, secret code name Diamond. Secret code name Diamond. I love you. All right. Secret code name Diamond. And those who would resonate to this message in divine time would be drawn to the secret code name in divine time. What is the heads up? What is the heads up? Guardian at the gate and friends. Guardian at the gate and friends. Oh. Insight, please, Spirit. Insight, please. What is going on with this justice for secret code name Diamond? Spirit's making me nervous now. I don't know what the fuck is coming out with these readings. My God. Oh my God. Clarities, please. Clarify the Chariot. Or all of them. Goes that way. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. Top of the deck is the Eight of Coin. All right, Spirit, further clarities, please. Clarify the Chariot with the Star in reverse. Clarify the Chariot with the Star in the reverse. Clarify the Hanged Man with the Four of Swords. Wow, it doesn't get any more fucking stalemate than that. Jeez. Clarify the Seven of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Clarify the Eight of Wands with the King of Cups in the reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Mirror, which is the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, but it is the Mirror. Top of the deck is Temperance. All right. A lot of eights in your reading. You got 8, 8, 8, and the star is 17 is 8. We got multiple 10s, right? Because we got 10, 10, 10, 10. Eights and 10s. Even the Friends card is a 4, 6, which is a 10. And we do have 3 3s, 3, 3, and 3, because the Hanged Man is 12, is a 3. Okay. All right, so Guardian at the Gate. Guardian at the Gate. Okay. Guardian at the Gate. Passages to new life, openings, gatekeeping. This is the primal spirit of all the guardians that appear when we are about to step through all metaphorical and most physical gateways. From the guardians of the passages between the worlds to the guardians or doorkeepers at your front door. They are all manifestations of one spirit, like facets of different sizes on the surface of a diamond. Naturally, really, a secret code named Diamond. Naturally, this card shows the guardian at the gateway to fairy, and also to the fairy's oracle itself. Every person, every fairy who has ever helped us through an important passage was manifesting the energy of the guardian. Now the guardian holds the gate of the other world open for us. All we need to do is enter. Drawing this card indicates that a passage is being made to the beginning of something new in our lives. It speaks to new opportunities and new openings. Passing through this gate may lead to a physical journey, a mental or an emotional one, or a journey of the spirit. It always leads to adventure. This gateway will also lead to significant change in your life. The passage through such a gate changes us. The gate we face may not seem like much. The decision to enter may not seem to be a matter of great moment. But the presence of the guardian at the gate tells us that something important is happening. It indicates that going forward through that gate is no small thing, but some embarking on a new phase of our lives, and there will be no going back once this gate has been passed. That is the kind of transition the guardian of the gate leads us to, always irrevocable change. We may, of course, ask the guardian at the gate for guidance and protection on our journey, and we would be wise to do so. Alternatively, the presence of the gatekeeper in a reading may indicate that the querent is being asked to help open a gate for someone else, to help provide an opportunity for them. The job of a gatekeeper or gatekeeper's assistant is merely to open the gate, not to push people through it. And then we got the friends card, right, which is all about leaning on friends and receiving and giving unconditionally, okay? To just simply say thank you with what you are being given. And to not expect anything in return for what you give, okay? The Chariot with the star reversed comes out with the 3 of air, the Ace of water, and the 7 of fire. I feel as if something, especially because the Hanged Man, the 4 of swords, and the 2 of air come out clarifying it. I think someone got your hopes up. I think someone was turning you on and got your hopes up. Having your wheels spin in your mind, like loving the idea of this and loving the idea of that surrounding them. And it was like they were a no call, no show for the fucking job. Like complete fucking letdown. Like they got distracted. They got fucking distracted and left you hanging. They left you hanging. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, thanks for putting on such a great fucking show. Like, you get the douchebag award, you know, of the year. All this big talk. And then no fucking action. They literally left you hanging. Put you on pause. And never picked it back up to make a final decision or commitment. Like, yes, I want to keep going down this path with you. Like, they just got completely fucking distracted. You're like, what the fuck happened? Like, I thought we were going great. You know what I mean? Like, everything was great. You were really excited about them. And then all of a sudden, it's like, where the fuck did the fantasy go? Because this person just kind of dipped. Energetically, they dipped. They got distracted and started giving their energy to too many other things in the outer experience that they got sucked into. And I think you got seriously left feeling a complete loss of pleasure. A complete loss of pleasure. And that wheel of fortune, that wheel is turning. From feeling the fucking loss and the letdown, the wheel is turning, and we have the Emperor with the Lover's card. And if you look at this, like, she's half washed up on the shore, fantasizing about the strong man, the big man, the real man. You know what I mean? Like, genuine power, commit energy, right? Go to war for me energy is what she's longing for. And then someone sees her with all of her wounds because she's completely lashed, right? She's got lashings all over. And someone sees her and thinks that she's beautiful, even with all of her lashings, and wants to just paint a beautiful picture in their mind with you. Someone sees how beautiful you are, even with all of your wounds, all of the wounds inflicted by other people. And I feel like because you have so many wounds, you're hesitant. You're hesitant, like Spirit's guiding you with the Eight of Wands. Cupid's arrow, right, which is sometimes indicative with the Eight of Wands, is striking, but you're not looking at this person as deep as they really are with the King of Cups in the reverse. I think you're afraid this person is just going to be another conflict and you're better off alone. And a part of your shadow is going to try and kill it before it has a chance to take off. That's that Eight of Swords energy on the bottom, the interference of the shadow and the efforts that need to be made in order to grow. It's going to require your alchemy, your inner alchemy, your healing, for you to look at all the different facets of yourself, right? Literally, secret code name Diamond, look at all the different facets in the mirror that she's looking at herself. There's 4 different reflections there, and the Empress is under that. He's on his knees worshiping you. Worshiping. Worshipping. You're like the fucking snake charmer. You wake up things in this person they didn't even know they felt. You get to compose any song that you want with this person. You could compose a beautiful love song. You could compose a heartbreak song. You could compose any song from one extreme to the other with this person. It's up to you entirely. And if you don't trust yourself because your heart's been broken, you don't trust your heart to make the right decision because it's been broken too many times, you've taken a lashing, then trust your friends. Let them open the gate for you and give you the okay, like maybe you should go for it. When in self-doubt, trust your friends and soul. This friends and soul that would never, never give you bad advice, ever. And heed their advice. Because if your heart's broken and you're acting from your own fear state, you're gonna botch it. You're going to botch it. The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, and if you're acting from pain, you're going to botch it. Your friends love you unconditionally, right? They're giving you advice unconditionally, right? They're advising you to act from an unconditionally loving vibration, and if you can heed the advice of your friends and override the pain or fear or wounds in your heart space, then you will manifest an unconditionally loving song. When in doubt, when in self-doubt, trust the mirrors, the facets of you that reflect in your outer experience, the parts of you that are not wounded and love you unconditionally. Allow those facets to reflect back to you what choices to make so that you're reflecting the highest good outcome with what's in front of you. You're a fucking diamond. Just because someone treated you like crystal and threw you back into the bunch of crystals does not mean you are. Someone sees you for the diamond that you are and that you've been cast out like a fucking crystal, and they're seeing the diamond in you. They're seeing the value of you. On their fucking knees worshiping you. Do not let your wounds get the better of you. If you can't trust your own self, trust your friends. Trust your best soul friends. Ask them what they think. Ask them what they would do. If they tell you to take it slow, go on the date, take it slow and go on the date. See how it goes. They're going to ask you how it went. You're going to tell them. They're going to give you advice. Don't say, oh, I don't know. Like, trust your friends. Trust your friends, secret code name Diamond. If your heart's been hurt and you can't trust it because it's still raw, do not let this opportunity, this fortune, pass you by. Trust your friends that love you unconditionally, your soul family. your real true family, if they're your closest in soul and they would never steer you wrong. I'm talking to people that would never steer you wrong. Never give you bad advice. They never want to see you upset or hurting. They would avoid that at all costs because they love you unconditionally. You can trust their advice if you can't trust your own self. Because whoever this is, they are not like the people of your past at all. They see how hurt your heart is and they never want to see it hurt again. Ever. They see how the wounds have shaped you and they admire your strength. With this card, because she's got this veil on, don't be surprised if they look at you as wife material and want to marry you at some point. This person is head over heels, wants to worship the ground you walk on. I shit you not. I shit you not. And that is justice. What's fair is just, and what's just is fair. If you are a diamond and you have been getting thrown back into the bunch, like some normal whatever, and you've been discarded and not valued, then this is your justice. They're bringing in, Spirit is bringing in someone who sees your value and cannot believe that nobody else has seen it yet. Can't believe what they just found. Worships you. I keep hearing that over and over and over. Worships you. They will treat you the way you deserve to be treated and value you the way you deserve to be valued. If things didn't get off the ground before in past relationships, it was because Spirit was protecting you from what you did not deserve with those people. Like rejection is divine protection, like no joke. The universe was protecting you from things that you did not deserve to experience with these people that just got distracted and went in another direction or just forgot about how important you are. Or the potential that you held, right? The value of you, that they didn't see it, that they didn't prioritize it. Trust. Someone is going to pick you up and see your worth. That was secret codename Diamond. You will have your happy ending yet. All right then. Secret codename Lucky Day. Secret codename Lucky Day. Spirit, please. What heads up can you give us? What heads up can you give us? For secret codename Lucky Day and those who would be drawn to this reading, the secret codename in Divine Time, that it would resonate with them. What heads up of this? What's fair is just and what's just is fair energy. We got Tom the poet, and the singer of initiation, 929. Insight, please, Spirit. For secret codename Lucky Day. What is this? what's fair is just and just as fair energy look like? Oh, I just heard Miley Cyrus's song, It's the Climb, like Climb. I think that's the title of the song. Doesn't matter how fast I get there. Oh, I wish I knew all the lyrics of the songs that pop into my head. I wish I did. All that matters is what's waiting on the other side. Clarities, please. Bottom of the deck is the Moon. Top of the deck is the Fool. Further clarities, please. Clarify each of these. Clarify the Knight of Discs with the 10 of Coin. The Queen of Air. Clarify the Knight of Swords with the Magician and the Two of Swords. And clarify the Emperor with the 9 of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Air. Top of the deck is the 2 of Water. I think you know. Well, before I even get into it, let's read. Let's read the Singer of Initiation. The Singer of Initiation is passage through trial, triumph, and a new level. It comes out with Ta'am the Poet. The Singer of Initiation. The Singer of Initiation brings a major transition between old and new. As we prepare to pass through any gate, we are greeted by the Singer, who tests us to see if we are ready to enter into the new realm. Drawing this card is a breakthrough and notifies us that significant change and challenge are both occurring in our lives, with the potential for moving into a new realm, which involves a new way of being. This major change has been building for a long time, and the moment is now here to meet the challenge. We may already be aware of the initiation process, but perhaps have only seen it as bad luck or fate, but it is neither. It is an opportunity to see if we have, deep down, truly learned the lessons we have been working on and are willing to apply them in our lives. When Ta'am turns up in a reading, his presence suggests that youthful spirits and energy abound. This is a time to do exciting things and to tackle projects you've been wanting to do, but for which you perhaps felt you didn't have the time or energy. It may even be the time to write about them, but you probably need to do them first. Ta'am often shows up in readings for people who have a talent and inclination for writing, fantasy, adventure, or anything else. Possibly the only thing he ever gets very serious about is his writing, and writing with conviction and sincerity, and the ability to persuade others are indicated by Ta'am's presence, along with an outpouring of ideas. You may also find yourself thinking about romance and deciding that you want more of it in your life. This doesn't necessarily mean looking for someone new, but it might involve putting some romantic fizz into a relationship that has become overly routine. Okay? This is about shifting into something different, shifting into new energy, shifting into something exciting, and getting out of what is essentially humdrum or routine or everyday. Jotting down things you want to do. Even if your writing is a bucket list, you know what I mean? And making it a point to actually start planning something on the bucket list once you've written it out, okay? Ties in with where this energy is going, all right? So we have the Knight of Discs with the 10 of Coins and the Queen of Air. So this is looking at the mountain, right? And it was talking about the Singer of Initiation, something that's been building for a long time, right? And you're finally closing this cycle and having to reflect, right? Especially because the number is 9, having to reflect back on the entire chapter as you're being tested. Do you want to continue in the same vibration, or have you learned something about what works and what doesn't work for you? And can initiate the action that is required in order to shift it, to open the gate. I think you're very well aware that you are capable, at the very least capable, of creating your own stable home environment, right? That you are capable on your own, that you don't actually need anybody to do that, and that's the truth. The Queen of Air, that's the truth, the heart's truth. You don't actually need anybody, and you don't want to need anybody. Maybe in the past you used to need people to help you get through the struggle or over the hill type thing, like over the hump of the energy. And you're past that. You don't actually need anybody to help you get through things, right? You've gathered and gained a lot of strength and confidence in yourself and what you're able to manifest. What you're capable of manifesting. The Knight of Swords with the Magician and the Peace card, which is the 2 of Swords. If you're waiting on someone to give you the green light, it's asking you not to do that. Especially with the clarifying cards. We have the Emperor with the Moon, so you got a shady masculine energy who's wishy-washy and indecisive, who's not going to make that decision for you. If you want new and exciting, you're going to have to do it. It's like, all right, this is what I'm doing. If you want to come along for the ride, I don't mind if you come along for the ride, but this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing with my life. This is what I'm planning. This is what I want to do. You in or you out. It's not going to stop you either way, right? With the Empress card in the reverse here and the 10 of Earth in the reverse here, if you're not confident in yourself and you're waiting on someone else, I think you realize that the dynamic quickly turns into what is essentially a narcissism versus empath dynamic. Because this King of Air, Every time I see him, it just reminds me of a fucking narcissist. Because every time you're waiting on someone else to make the decision for you, you're giving your power away. I don't trust myself to manifest my best life. I don't trust myself. 10 of coins in the reverse. I don't trust myself to live my best life and make my best choices. Choose it for me. Show me my values. Show me I'm worthy. Show me I'm worth it. That you already know you've been through a lot to prove that you are capable of choosing whatever you are meant to choose. And the past would teach you that if you continue to wait for other people to make your choices, you end up grossly disappointed, and it ends up being what is essentially emotionally, psychologically, or mentally abusive. And you create that, right? You create that when you give your power away to someone else. They might not have been a narcissist, but the longer you give your power away and depend on them or need them to make your choices, the more it evolves into that, right? It polarizes to extremes. The Emperor is here twice with the 9 of Cups, the happiness card. When you are not confused and dodge the bullet, when you are independent and happy on your own and not willing to take along people who would carry your wounds for you, people who would stick with you wounded and let you give your power away to them, they're not the Emperor. So if you start calling shots and making choices, the Emperor is going to go along for the ride. They're down. And if they're not down, then they ain't fucking ready for that level of energetic vibration, and they can fall away. That you could vibe out of their experience. You don't need to be saved. You can stand up on your own here. You can stand up on your own here. You could pick yourself up by your bootstraps and create your own movie. She's literally sitting, hanging out on a old school movie film reel. And she's got like combat boots on with a Mary Poppins parasol umbrella. You can go your own way and walk your own path. That's that Fleetwood Mac song. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Anybody not in alignment, let them fucking fall to the wayside. You're meant for beautiful adventures, to write your own story. This is your chance to show that you've learned. Giving your power away to other people results in bullshit. You could take a leap of faith on yourself with the Fool card and birth a new reality. Or you can get lost in your Moon card and your shadow and stay stuck. Stay stuck in the same 4 walls, in power issues. In power issues with people contracted to you in soul, sacred soulmates that are teaching you how to succeed. They will play the villain if you need the villain. They weren't the villain, but they will be the villain if they have to be the villain. Until you transform. Until you learn to call the shots of your life. To make plans that you want to experience and then go and do it. You want to go buy a house? You don't need anybody's permission to buy a house. You're capable. Go pick out the house that you want. This is where I'm living. These are, this is the way that I want to live if you want to continue and move forward with me here. But I'm doing it. You know what I mean? You got to be the shot caller. All this Emperor energy on the board, like that's your inner masculine energy. You're the writer. That's your masculine energy. Telling the poet, that's your masculine energy. You're the writer. The truth is you have things that you want to experience, and it's been a long time coming. You've earned it. You deserved it. You're capable now. What's fair is just, and what's just is fair. If you don't go for it and you give your power away, then what's just is fair and what's fair is just. The outcome is fair. You gave your power away. You will repeat that dynamic of old cycles because you haven't learned it yet. You know what I mean? Unless you choose different and you learn from the last chapter and say, that is the lesson that I've learned from this previous cycle. I've learned it. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm going to elevate. I'm going to initiate irrevocable change. Once you cross the threshold, there is no going back. You cannot go back to the way you were. You will not give your power away ever again, because it's going to feel really fucking good to call your own shots and let those smaller menial energies just fucking disappear. The ones that prefer you wounded, the ones that prefer you waiting on them, the ones that prefer taking your power away, they will disappear out your mirror. They'll disappear. You won't attract that low vibration anymore. You're going to attract someone who thinks it is fucking awesome that you take charge, who thinks it's awesome that you have goals, who thinks it's awesome that you achieve your dreams, who thinks you're awesome, who loves the fact that you are empowered instead of depowered. There's a wildly different vibration between those two types of people. Some are attracted to your power and love and want to empower you further and be a part of that beautiful energy, and others seek to snuff it out because they're taking your power and they're feeding off of that. Their own egos, their own wounds are being licked by your shit. Don't empower yourself because I don't feel secure enough and capable enough myself. Because right now, that's what you've been manifesting. People who don't believe in their own capability. They're wishy-washy. They can't commit to a decision. They can't commit to you and the empowerment of you. They can't empower their own dang selves. It becomes redundant. It becomes routine. It becomes bullshit. It gets toxic. Right? That's the pattern. Every time you give your power away, it becomes toxic. You claim your power and your right to choose and create your own life. And you're going to find someone who is absolutely down for the ride, Bonnie and Clyde. Absolutely fucking down. And everybody else, they could piss off. They could just piss off. Go find somebody else's energy to fucking feed off of. You know what I mean? Go find somebody else's light to dim. Go find somebody else's life to stall. You've been there, done that. You've been there, done that. Didn't fucking feel good. And that's what you've learned. So, what's just is fair and what's fair is just. Secret code name Lucky Day. If you didn't see that before and this reading just opened your eyes and you had a light bulb go the fuck off, like, holy shit, I just gotta do it, like, and I guess it's your lucky day. I guess it is your lucky day. For real. For real. Spirit loves you, knows you're capable, you've been through it, and you definitely don't need to give your power away. You are stronger calling your own shots. And Spirit knows it. Spirit absolutely believes in you with that message, 100%. You are capable of creating whatever life you want. All you have to do is choose it, write it, go through the gate. And you will probably have a million lucky days feeling that energy of being so fucking lucky and so blessed for the rest of your life. Just feeling so lucky and so blessed that you started calling your own shots and owned your power. So, y'all, that is the conclusion of the new moon in Libra. What's fair is just, and what's just is fair. Readings. I love you all. I appreciate you all for being present. I will see you in a couple days for the Divine Duality Secret Code Names on the 27th. And I will see you next time for the next moon event. Love and support to you all, always. Thank you. Take care.